How's it going, everybody? It's Killer Bear here, and welcome to Noob Plays. That's right, got a title card. You might be wondering, what is Noob Plays? Noob Plays is going to be a brand new series of mine. It's where we're going to basically be playing for first time games. Very first time matches, game playthroughs, whatever. This is completely very first time. I've never played this game before. I was specifically wondering, what are we playing? Today we are playing League of Legends Wild Drift. This is a mobile version of League of Legends. Now you might be wondering, well, how do you play this game? Or might be wanting a little bit of explanation on all this. Well, I'm here to hopefully put some light on it. As you can see here, we're going right into a match. I want to go straight into it just to kind of give you a bit of an idea. Of course, this is a 5v5 game. It's basically your team of 5 go up against another team of 5. You each get to choose one person that has basically special abilities. Best way I've been able to put my hands on this game is a MMO PvP game where the entire reason you play it is to try to take down your own enemies. Here at the beginning, we're all right here at our little base. That's the main crystal right there. There's 3 different lanes: a middle, a right side, a left side, and there's stuff in between. So if you're a Call of Duty player, which I know a lot of people that watch me might be, the best way to explain it is, imagine this is Doll's house. You have your middle, you have the left side, you have the right side. As you can see, that little guy right there with the red bar and the number 1, that is another enemy. Them are little guys with tinier health bars, but they don't have a number. Those right there are just little minions. Each side have their own minions, and this right here is just a little crystal. One of 3 things you have to take out on each lane in order to get to their main one. As you can see there, I died, but I kind of cut out the wait time. Now, as you can see, you have a main attack, and then there's little skills, which is where kind of the MMO aspect that I was talking about comes in. You can level up by killing other people, these little minions, taking down the towers. You can see I'm leveling up by taking out these tiny little minions there, upgrading this skill, which is my 3rd skill, which basically increases the damage that my little sword does. Another skill I have is basically I do kind of like the 1,000 strikes with my sword. I just basically disappear to where they can't hurt me, and I just do a bunch of damage to them. I also have a meditate, which is the 2nd ability that I haven't unlocked yet, which helps me kind of heal myself a little bit. As you can tell, this is like when I first started playing, so in my head I'm just rushing in. I'm not really thinking, hey, let me fall back, let me wait, let me, strategically play this game, which is how you're supposed to do it. I'm just going straight into it. You can see I'm going right up to this guy thinking I'm going to immediately take him out. Luckily I do. I probably should have right there. There I get my meditate ability, so I go to back up a little bit, hit my meditate, slowly begin to heal, as you can see here. And there's also an ultimate move, which is actually the 4th skill, the very last one. But as you can see here, I'm just not really thinking at all. I'm just, let's rush into it, let's just try to get kills. Treating this more, not like League of Legends, but treating it more like a COD, or a game like that. One that you can just stonehead your way in, not have to think. And here I'm still just not really thinking, and I think it takes about the 2nd, 3rd game. Now, the whole point of me doing this series is kind of to show the good, the bad, the ugly, show how noob friendly it can be, show how long it might take for people to get kind of decent or stuff like that with these games. And as you can see, just going off this first game, I'm not doing that well. I keep going right up this middle, which it's honestly a pretty good idea going up the middle. you can immediately fall back. You have things off to the side that you can go do. Because every once in a while there can be some special stuff that happens off in the middle parts between the lanes, such as there's a dragon that once you kill, you end up getting a special ability to help you throughout the remaining of the game, or about 5 minutes. And just to kind of explain a little bit more, when you go up to these towers, when you see that it's green around them, that means it's not going to focus you and target you and start attacking you. As soon as it turns red, that means there's nothing else for it to really attack, and it is going to aim straight for you. I didn't understand this aspect, so every time I was rushing in, I was like, why is it straight up just attacking me? And I didn't understand that, in order for it not to do that, I need to wait for my little minions to go first, so they take the attacks, as for I end up just healing. Another thing I didn't fully understand was the meditation. So this guy that I'm using, that's basically a ninja, he is meditate. It's got kind of a weird thing. You have to quit moving for it to fully meditate. Once you move, you basically break it. It's a lot like how doing the heals in Fortnite was. It's kind of a cool concept. I understand it a little bit more now. In case you're wondering, I have been playing a little off stream, off recordings. Highly recommend this game. But now we're changing up our ideas. We're changing up how we're going to go about this. We're no longer just stone hitting our way in the middle. Right now we're going off to the right side. We immediately get killed. We're going right for this R1 just because he's there. And we got a double kill. And we were also the first one to get one of the towers. Of course, we're going to go hide, we're going to meditate, heal just a little bit. Now, you might be wondering, is meditating the only way to heal? No, it is not. There's actually a little tiny green, like a plant. It grows on the sides, and you can end up breaking them, and they drop health. Now, that does come in handy, because right there you can see it, right on the edge. Once you break that, it will drop health for you, and you will be able to get it. Comes in a whole lot of help. Especially whenever you're someone like me, you're not really looking at your health, you're just, let's get next kill, let's get next kill, let's get next kill. There is a couple more things, specifically with this game. As you can see, every time I get a kill, I get these little gold coins. And they're right underneath the map, right there on the left side. Those coins you can end up using to buy what would basically be like armor, weaponry, different things, whenever you go back to that main crystal that we keep spawning at. And whenever you end up getting one, it can help with your attack speed, how much damage you have, how much health you have. And you, in my opinion, I don't think you can really wait or not buy anything. It almost feels like it's a mandatory thing that you have to buy. And here, of course, I'm still extremely damaged. I walk right over to this thing, and I see that will give health, destroy it, drops 3 little orbs for us. And here, I try to hide him, even though they already knew where I was. I end up getting one. I did my third ability, which increases my attack. End up getting the second kill. But I'm still hurt. I know I'm still hurt. So here, just going to meditate a little bit more, try to recover. And then it's right back into it. Even though I don't have the health, I don't really have anything else, we're going straight for it. There are things right there in between the 2 lanes that can attack you. It will spot you, and once it does, it's going to just try to hurt you. So I would suggest being a little bit more careful. Of course, I'm still just, go straight for it, go, and there, it cost me. Now, the more you die, the longer you're going to have to wait out. There is such a thing as a respawn timer. I think the highest mine went was like 45 seconds. And if this was competitive or a ranked game, that would actually come in a lot of issues. Because let's say you have 5 people on the enemy team and they're pushing straight for your main crystal. You get taken out, so you have to wait 45 seconds. Well, you got teammates, of course, and they'll be able to put them off, be able to take care of it, but then they get took out. Now, for 45 seconds, your crystal's unguarded completely. So, I can see how it's good and bad, the respawn timer. I personally like it, especially because most of the time I'm just going to be ending up dead anyway, so. But it doesn't ruin the game, in my opinion. If anything, it helps make it where it takes someone who's stubborn like me, and you realize that you have to do more thinking. And that is the hardest part of this game, is realizing, oh, I have to think for once, instead of, oh, I can't think no more. And here, we just got one more, and then we'll be right at their main crystal. Here, just taking as many shots as I can, really, just trying to get as many kills. And there, just got a good double kill. Now, through the middle, as you can see, that third crystal that I was talking about is gone. So we can actually go right for their main crystal. Now, the main crystal, I believe, does more damage than any other tower. So I was attacking it surely. However, I was also getting a lot more damage done to me than what I would if I was just taking on a normal tower. And of course, we're just going to do enough damage to take them out. We got the victory there. And another cool little thing for me is being able to witness the breaking of it. It reminds me of a lot of other different games, such as Dungeon Defense. I love that game. And here you get a better look at the ninja that I play. As you can see, it looks more like a Splinter Cell version of, I believe his name was Hanzo. It's just really cool, and then of course, you got in a screen, you have a robot, Jinx, what looks to be like a Anubis guy to the left. There's so many different characters. Now, if you're wondering, yes, there's a bear. Yes, I do plan on getting him at one point. Which, if you would like to see more of League of Legends, please tell me. I actually do have a lot of fun. As you can see, I was only level 3, but we're going right back into another game. We're not really going to focus much on anything else. We're going right into it. And of course, apparently there's different things with the beginning parts. You can change how your guy looks, you can change their stance, you can change the loadouts that you have, like what type of abilities and all. Which I like the customization, but there's also a sense of being limited what you can customize, because you always start with only one ability, and that one ability can help or break you, and you have to level up that ability, or you can get a new ability. So even at the beginning of the game, you're constantly making choices, and to me that helps this game a lot. What I don't like is that I'm level 5 and I have like level 20s for both partners and also going against. It's like, okay, I just started and why is everyone already so much above me? Now, if you're planning on getting this game, you actually get a choice basically of what your first character is. I went for this guy, and I would recommend him, but only if you like melee and like getting up close and personal. There is another choice, which is a lady that uses what looks to be guns. She does a lot more ranged motions, and if you prefer not getting as close as possible to people and taking that risk, go ahead, take her. You're not going to get looked down upon, especially by me. Alright, so this game, is a little bit different than last. This one, the lanes kind of swapped. There's normally a duo, a ult, and then there's also just a solo one. And this guy here is like a paladin, and he hurts a lot. And I was not expecting to get that damage, but as you can see there, he absolutely almost demolished me. And here I'm doing a recall, which means that I'm going back to that main crystal. And the reason I'm going there is it heals me right there in that little circle, and then I can also buy stuff. Do not be afraid to go back to that home crystal. If you feel like you're going to die soon, do a little bit of a retreat and then immediately go back. Here, I'm going right into another fight, even though I probably shouldn't. And this guy, as you can see, he is hurt in me as much as possible. We somehow come on top. And that right there was a miracle. Here, I probably should recall. I should recall, get back that health, get back as much as I can, but instead I'm just going to go there to that bush. I'm going to do a meditate to heal just a little bit, not fully, and then I'm going to go forward. I would not suggest doing this. As you can see, that guy, he is going to decimate us, especially with that tower kill. It was not a smart idea. Do not suggest doing that. This is where a lot of that strategic is going to come into play. So if you're not into big strategic games, okay, this game might not be for you, but it could be. Don't just take what my gameplay shows at face value. I'm not the best player, especially with this game. This one was a little above my pay grade, but here we got a teammate that came in, just going to try to damage him a little bit, and that paladin comes away scot-free, ended up having a double kill. And there you basically seen a little bit of what you get to see whenever you die. I was stuck there a bunch of times, but you can change to different people to look and monitor. And right there on my map, as you seen, there was an orange circle that was pointing. That was pointing to our tower that was taking a lot of damage. Whenever a tower is taking damage, it's going to give you a, hey, go here, defend quickly, we're about to lose it, stuff like that. And here, this paladin is still just messing me up, especially with that spinning attack. That spinning attack is doing a lot of damage, and whenever he does that big slam, it almost basically feels like a stun lock. And of course, he hits it again, he does that spin so he doesn't take any damage, and he got us. Even though he only had a tiny slither of health. So once again, we're just going to go bone rush ourselves in there, just being another stonehead. Even though if you look on the map, it looks like there's two, possibly over there.
I will show you.
And here, we're just going to go right back and try to take him out. Even though nothing's really going to be happening here, nothing different. And we're just still going to struggle against him.
Doubt
I think
is
here,
the greatest enemy.
hopefully is where I get smart enough to go, you know what, I don't think I'm going to win against him. Let's go right up the middle like we normally do. Here, we're going to be helping out our teammate, just getting rid of these little minions. Let ours go in and start taking some bump with the attack. We finally got that ultimate that I was talking about. We got the fourth. We're just going to do as much damage as we possibly can. And of course, I get stuck right there when it turns red, and the tower and the woman to completely take us out. Alright, we finally got respawned. We're here. There's like 3 of us right now. Hopefully we can, you know, be able to do a little bit more damage than what we did last time, and we immediately get caught back in the red and die. It's like that a lot of time, especially these early games. This was, I think, the third game after the tutorial, because I cut out all the tutorial missions, all the pre-game matches that were just against bots. These I specifically wanted to record. I actually did a lot on Twitch. If you want to come see me on Twitch, twitch.tv/01killerbear. It'll probably be in the description. Speaking of which, if y'all could like, subscribe, and share for me, it really helps me out. Come follow me on Twitch. Come check out the unedited versions. A lot of the time, those are a lot longer, have a lot more context. You can see just how bad I truly am. And once again, I get caught right there in that red. Just because my minions and everyone else just isn't with me, so I'm completely out of it. And here, we're just going to try our best to get rid of this tower before we start taking a copious amount of damage. And here, I hit that right into the red, and he gets us again, which is absolutely insane how many times that happens. But here, I'm just checking the leaderboards. Of course, I'm not doing the best. I'm just trying my best to still get a feel, which that's alright with this game. I completely feel like this is kind of like the noob experience. You're just constantly trying. So if you end up getting this game, it's called League of Legends Wild Rift. Highly recommend, especially because I've played a total of 20 games probably at this point. The overall feeling of this game, very fun, has a lot of different strategies, has a lot of different characters for you to get the feel of. Definitely a lot more brain power needed than, you know, your CODs, your Battlefield, stuff like that. There are a lot of people that take the game serious, in my opinion, like to the point of absurdity. Luckily though, I haven't had those experiences yet, so here, with my experience, it's just been fun. And if you go into these games like that, you're going to probably absolutely love it, because I know I still definitely am. And if you'd like to see more of it, please leave a comment, let me know. And here we're going right up against that one of the beasts I was telling you about that gives you a special ability. And this one lets you basically summon it. You can basically Pokemon Go summon this monster. And it's going to take down towers for you and get you as close as you possibly can to that crystal, and it's still going to attack their main crystal. So this alone could possibly win you the entire game. And there, I just hit that little green little plant, ended up getting my health. So now, I'm all the way good. I got my ultimate to 2, got meditate to 3, or meditate to 1, to extra blade attack to 3, and our like zigzag blade attack is all the way max. And here, that little guy's just going right into it. He does one big attack that breaks himself into multiple pieces, and all those pieces go and attack as well, and they all have different health bars. And here, they're all just going to go right into this and just start attacking. And here, I unfortunately get really unlucky. I ended up getting stun locked right there in between 2 towers, one being the main crystal, the other being just a plain tower. When that happens, not really much you can do. I will say it's kind of disheartening, but at the same time, you realize, okay, we are there at the end. And there's that bear I was talking about. I have seen 3 or 4 different versions of a bear. So that's probably going to be what I look to play as. Hopefully soon. As soon as I get it, even if League of Legends possibly isn't something that's wanted, I might honestly do them. do more videos just because it's a bear. I can't help myself but play as a bear.
Middle turret
It's
is
pretty
under
fun.
attack.
Gives motivation.
Here,
without purpose.
going right back up the middle till I realized, oh, we got another thing. These helped us last time, and I just immediately just tried attacking it. Believe here though, I'm not successful. As you can see, enemy comes in. There's 3 of them, only 1 of me. They end up, I'm pretty sure, taking it out as well, which is unfortunate, but it does happen sometimes. And here we got, I believe, a healer who tries helping out, but we're going to go over here to this dragon I was talking about and just try to take him out. Alright, see, ended up taking him out, had a
Mind and body.
pretty rough time in a way trying to do that. Here, I was still really confused on that, and I still am, so if you got any pointers on what happened there, or really any way to better do that, just let me know. I am open to how to play this game better, how to increase my win rate and all. And here, they were basically coming right towards our main crystal, so I started staying a little bit more towards the crystal, basically just guard this one way. Because they're right here on this right lane, which is basically open territory, especially because the Paladin was known for taking this one, basically the entirety of this game, in a way. And here, I'm just dealing with their minions, which, what they ended up taking out, that monster, basically increased the minions that they have. It basically powered up their minions, and so while we're having to deal with powered up minions, we just basically had a monster. And these minions, in a way, you might think it's not a good choice or it's not really fair. However, these minions are constantly spawning, and they are almost relentless with how they are.
Double kill. Enemy slain.
Doubt is the greatest enemy. One cut.
Attack the turret. Killing spree. Double kill. Enemy turret destroyed.
And here I'm just slowly making my way up, not trying my best to go too much forward, trying to stay back just a little bit. And here my teammates and our minions, they did amazing. Ended up getting that crystal broke, which was something that they did fully. I did not do anything, so huge thank you to every teammate I had. Here, of course, gotta wait, but here's most of the data of what I had. Not the best, really, and of course the MVP went to the woman I was talking about earlier that used the guns. That could also be your first choice. But since we're coming here near the end, I want to thank you all. Okay, if you could hit like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Also, if you could, share us around to people, they might like it. But yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for staying here with me. Bye.